Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors. Guys, we are going to have so much fun. This breaking news that just happened about an hour ago, it was so much fun and gave me such glee that I had to go live. I don't know, I felt like I needed to bring it to you because it turns out that if you FAFO, payback's up. You know what I'm going to say, because it turns out that there was a criminal probe that was just opened into one of our favorite anti-gun Attorney General. Let's be polite. Letitia James just caught a criminal probe from the FBI. Oh, wait until I show you what for. Guys, this should make you happy. Everything will be linked in the description box below. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this one, because I know those comments are going to be gold. And make sure you guys keep on telling YouTube to pound sand on the whole unsubscribing thing, because you guys are doing amazing work. Like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. You are making an amazing difference, and thank you for that as it goes down. And I know, by the way, Katie's almost back because she's starting to text me all the time. All right, let's get into this, guys. This is beautiful. All right, follow me at Braden LOA on X. Let me get this the right size for you, and let's dive in. Guys, this stuff right here, everything linked all the time. I always bring receipts. It turns out that the FBI has officially opened a criminal probe into New York Attorney General Letitia James for alleged mortgage fraud. Wait a minute. That sounds familiar. This helps explain why Big Tish's unhinged public meltdowns of late. No one is above the law. Now, of course, you know the rich irony of this is no one's above the law, which we're going to hit in 1 second, because she's the one that brought all the charges against Trump. Oh, and also, by the way, she's also the one who campaigned on destroying the NRA from New York, which she successfully did. By the way, thanks for the removal of Wayne LaPierre. That was awesome. She designated it a terrorist organization, and then she basically went on a jihad against anything gun-related around ghost guns, or 80%. So, not my favorite person, so forgive me if I show glee in her inevitable destruction. All right, let's get into this, because we have so much to show you. Watch this.
And you want me to sit in my seat and stand idly by?
A little. Oh, come on. Dang it.
Want me to sit in my seat and stand idly by and allow this craziness to happen? You can come after me if you want, but you elected me to stand up.
Oh.
You elected me to use the law. You elected me to go to court. You elected me to continue to challenge this administration. You elected me to stand up for the least of God's children. You elected me to continue fighting on. And I will fight on.
Only mildly unhinged. But what would be causing her to do that, you ask? I know, I can almost hear you guys through the camera. All right, so as we continue, maybe we can figure some... Oh, FBI opens a criminal probe into New York Attorney General Letitia James for mortgage fraud. Again, we'll get to that in a second. I got lots of clips. Make sure you guys are sending this out, because this is a case of FAFO, 100%. Now, the reason that this is so fascinating is she's getting pinged for alleged mortgage fraud. Well, that's what she went against Trump for. Again, irony among ironies. Let's jump out of order. Let's go over here to Benny Johnson. Letitia James is facing not one, but two massive career-ending criminal accusations, falsely claiming a Virginia home as a primary residence, mortgage fraud, living there while serving as New York Attorney General. That's election fraud and disqualifies her from serving as AG. She's done. Okay, seriously, I gotta mute Katie real quick. Hold on a second. Sorry. Yeah, she's done all right, but let's get back to the goodness. So Letitia James, Miss Anti-Gun herself, abused the lawfare system, and now... Read 'em and weep, and let's just enjoy. This is a little segment from Newsmax, which walks through with Byron Donalds. Watch this.
On Valentine's Day a year ago, roses are red, violets are blue. No one's above the law, even when you think the rules don't apply to you. Happy Valentine's Day. She, of course, referring to Donald Trump. Our next guest using that tweet against her. No one is above the law, even when you think the rules don't apply to you. Letitia James. Florida Congressman and Florida gubernatorial candidate Byron Donalds is with us.
I love this guy.
It's great to see you. Pretty ironic. Karma, payback, revenge, all of them apply here. Do you think the DOJ actually charges her?
Well, look, if it's clear.
Okay, so hold on. So before he answers there, what do you guys think in the chat and in the comments? Do you think they get her on this, or do you think she slides? I'm going to be honest with you. We're maybe at a 50-50, but in the corrupt political system that we abide in, 50-50 is pretty high. Anyway, let's keep going. I'm curious your thoughts.
And she violated the law and she was committing mortgage fraud.
Oop.
Not to mention, as I understand it, if you're going to be the New York Attorney General, how are you claiming that you live in another state? That just doesn't work. And so if all these things pan out to be true, she should be charged. She was quick to charge Donald Trump, saying that he put fraudulent information on a loan application. Well, that's what she's accused of doing right now.
Now, shocker among shocks, a gun-controlling attorney general who weaponized the lawfare system of New York against the gun rights of not only its citizenry, but also a national rights organization. What are the odds she violated the same thing that she was charging people with? That's just weird. Now, here's the thing that, honest to God, if you're going to have a criminal probe opened into this case, which is already a big step, they don't always do that to sitting attorney generals. But let's just be honest, they don't always do it. But if you're going to have something opened into what you've done, and you on number one said that you committed mortgage fraud by saying you lived in Virginia, but then on the other side of that is you can't live in Virginia if you're an AG of New York. Those two things, it's one or the other. You're screwed either way. That's the beauty of this. I personally prefer this one. I don't know why. I like that finger. But legitimately, you're talking about either mortgage fraud or election fraud. Either way, that's two frauds. That's not a great look if you're the attorney general, particularly if you're going after all our gun rights, which it makes me smile a little bit. I'll be honest with you. I don't like her. Never liked her at all. So anyway, let's keep going.
She also accused Donald Trump of saying that Mar-a-Lago is worth $18 million. I mean, we all know that was just stupid and a lie. So if they go through their investigation,
I like both, Twig.
And they find evidence, probable cause, that she was committing mortgage fraud for her own benefit, of course she should be charged. That's the way our system of justice works.
It all happened in 20.
Okay, and this is the big thing, something I hit on all the time. You guys are thirsty. The population is thirsty for accountability. This rules for thee, but not for me bullcrap needs to go away the way the dodo bird and never come back again. I don't know if it's going to happen immediately, but it needs to, because everyone hates that. Hypocrisy is one of my pet peeves on this planet, and for you to sit there and go after Donald Trump to try to get him non-elected so he's a felon, and then you're doing the same thing? Yeah. Pound sand. Pound sand. All right, let's continue.
2023. So that's when she falsified these records, allegedly, and that was the same year she put Donald Trump on trial. Do you have any concerns about her being married to her father? Is that something we need to look into?
Listen, I think everybody's got concerns about that one. That's just not something that everybody thinks is cool. I don't. It's just weird, to quote a former person running for the vice presidency that we won't talk about. But look, at the end of the day, this is what happens. You have these officials who want to go.
A little Tim Walz stab right there, Byron. Okay.
But at the same time, they're doing dirt behind the shadows. In the shadows, it's simply wrong. She should be held accountable like anybody else.
That was it. I'm gonna play that one little part again. That was it. His little. I was talking. I'm sorry. No, stop it. Come on, Newsmax. Get in the game. This part right here.
They're doing dirt behind the shadows.
They're doing dirt behind the shadows. They go after people for doing it in public, but then they do it behind the shadows themselves. That's the whole point. You want to get and uncrack this anger that we have in the country? Stop having rules for thee and not for me. You start reeling out some accountability and actually arrest some people for violating the law that's very blatantly obvious. It will go a long way in helping this out. That's why the thumbnail has Pam Bondi on it, because the DOJ authorized this. All right. Now, let me jump over here. I have one more thing for you. Yeah, that just looks good. The FBI just announced they've officially opened a criminal investigation into Letitia James for mortgage fraud. She's facing prison time and heavy fines if charged. I hope both of those things come to fruition. One, because you used the New York Attorney General's office to go after gun rights of the citizens and of a national rights group. And two, you're a hypocritical AG politician. So I hope you get what's coming to you. But anyway, I look forward to reading all of those comments. I had to bring this to you because it was just too freaking good. And I will see you guys on the next one. I love each and every one of you, the appropriate amount, which makes you smile. I'll see you there.